The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. I cannot believe we are now more than halfway through the month of February. February, even though it's a leap year, it's only 29 days. This is already the 15th, and you're already more than halfway through 29 when you're in the 15th, and we have an awesome Zoom show tonight, a double Zoomer. Last week, I interviewed Mary Jackson. She's done from my other location. She has quite a few projects under her belt, and we talked about that, and that show should be ready to go tonight. But tonight I'm interviewing her daughters, Elisabeth and Lilly. They're both form what they call the beautiful duo of the Sisters J, I believe. They're singers and songwriters. And we're going to hear a little of their work tonight on a couple of music videos. But before we get to them, got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we have Beauty Bar by Jen in East Bridgewater. We have Go Gas Premier Farms in Brockton. We have Go Smoke Shop in Brockton. We have Go Liquor in Brockton also, opened recently, and they sell the cheapest alcoholic beverages in town. We have Diesel Plus Unlimited in Whitman. We have the Barber Shop in Whitman on Route 27 going south past the center. Debbie does a great job in the little building there. We have Omega Pizza in Rentham. Great to have them back. We have the Commons Neighborhood Eatery in Foxborough. They're a new one. We have Eli's Auto Care in Taunton. We have Madigan Land Surveying in Middleborough. We have Lynch's Towing, Auto Cycle, and Truck Center in Brockton. One number for towing, one number for projects. My pal Lynch is always looking for new transportation wheels, anything and junk, anything to do with auto wheels. He handles it all there. We have Angel Cafe in Sharon. They're a new one. We have Bay Street Vape and Smoke in Taunton. They're a new one. We have A1's Tire and Auto Center in Brockton. Always in search of new service writers and techs. And even if you don't know how to do it, send someone by that does. We have Box Seats Restaurant Bar in North Attleboro. They're a new one. Box Seats Restaurant and Bar in North Attleboro. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have One Good Credit in Brockton. We have Boone Box in Middleborough. We have Auto Express Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles in Foxborough. New used cars. They're a new one. We have Hanover House of Pizza in Hanover. They make great Sicilian pizza, Greek salads, and deliver, and they have awesome people working there. We have the McGee Annex Used Cars in Rockland. Don't get abused. Shop Kevin McGee Used. For a story, go to the library for wholesale prices. Call Kevin McGee. We have Easton Fitness in the Village Shops in Northeastern. We have Personal Best Karate in Southeastern. We have Doggy Boutique, all beat professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We have RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We have the Gun Runner LLC, the Second Amendment Freedom Store in Middleborough. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater, and we have Joe's Diner in Taunton. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now officially, let me introduce Elisabeth and Lilly Jackson. I guess Elisabeth is in the upper left-hand corner. Is that right? And Lilly is in the lower middle. Is that right? Obviously. There's only two of you, and okay. And we're going to talk to them. We're going to find out how they got into their music, and about other things about them too, because I love to profile people and find out what they're about. And they're both 20 somethings, and looking at them, I'd be shocked if I didn't know that, because they look considerably younger than me. They look like teenagers, but they're obviously drinking from the fountain of youth. So well, Elisabeth, why don't we start with you? I think when we started the show, we got you on first. Tell me a little about yourself, where you grew up. What did you do? What did you do as a younger person, and how did it get you into music? And then we'll talk to Lilly, and then we'll have a three-way conversation as it progresses. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, hello, and thank you for having us on today. We're very excited.
Okay, me too.
Let me think. I'm born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. I've been here my whole life. I've traveled, but we grew up just outside of Nashville.
Okay.
And I've loved music my whole life. Our parents raised us with some really good stuff, stuff from the 80s and other things. My mom really loves classical music, and she raised my sister and I on that as a form of expression. She'd put it on, and we would do interpretive dance.
Okay. What do you mean, the classical stuff, or when you say, all right, let's break this down a little further. When you say interpretive dance, you mean for like Swan Lake, stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely. And I've always loved music. When I was in middle school in 6th grade, I started in band on clarinet, and
Yep.
since then I've just been doing music. I love it. I knew at that moment that that's what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know exactly how, but I knew that I wanted to do music. And I've done choir and theater, and I'm self-taught on a few instruments, and I went to college for music education, and now I'm getting my second degree in music performance with a teaching assistantship. And in the midst of all of that, um, I remember I started writing songs when I was like 11 or 12.
Okay.
Uh, Mom always, she said, if you can't get what's going on inside out, write about it, dance. And so music and writing really became a my saving grace growing up. And so poetry is something that I love, and I tried to turn some of that into music. And when Lily, she's 3.5 years younger than me. I remember being about 15 or 16. I was like, Lily, come over here, help me figure this out. And so we started singing together like
Mm.
that then. And my mom had written a children's book, and her writing partner wanted to write a couple songs for the book. And so Lily and I ended up recording those songs for her book that are in there in a little CD in the back, and you can find them on Amazon Music and Spotify and things like that. And then through connections, we've met our now producer and thought, hey, we could really make something of this. We love singing together. Let's just kind of go for it and see what happens, because we want to put positive messages out into the world. And
Mhm.
yeah, there's
Okay.
so much to the story. It's hard to condense it, but
Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. Well, Lily, let's talk to
music
you
is such
now.
a big part of our life.
So now I'm guessing that you two, now, did you both sing gospel? I mean, I kind of think that maybe you did at some point together.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
Another
have.
thing that kind of got us started in our career,
okay.
we did some praise and worship music for the youth at our church. We
Okay.
led it almost every Sunday for a while.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So,
Lily, tell me about you now. Your sister mentioned dancing. Do you both dance as well as sing? Okay.
so I can remember doing creative outlets for the longest time since we were like I don't know. Mom said
Itty
I
bitty.
started drawing at like 18 months.
Wow.
I'm still drawing now, but music has always been a part of our lives, and like we would listen to orchestral music when we were kids. That is like a core memory for me. And then I remember doing choir in like 5th grade at my school, and then when I was 9, I did my first musical with a local theater company in Hendersonville. So that's 30 minutes away from Nashville,
Okay. What was
and
it?
that's where we both, huh?
What was the musical? Was
Annie
that,
Warbucks.
what, what is it?
Annie Warbucks.
Okay. Annie Warbucks. So I was, okay. Now what did you, so was this, you had a singing role in that, right?
I did. I was just one of the orphans,
Okay.
and I met one of my best friends there, and then I wanted to come back, and I brought Elizabeth with me that time, and it
Mhm.
was it was when we started doing the summer camps, and that was like, what was it, 2013?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, 2014 is when we did that, because I was.
2014, and we did
Yeah.
a musical called Children of Eden, which is
Okay.
about
Mhm.
the first 9 chapters of the Bible,
The
and it is
music is
still
written
my
by
favorite.
Stephen Schwartz.
Yes.
Sorry, go
Okay.
ahead.
Uh,
And it is still my favorite musical today, but I like to think, we haven't stopped doing musical theater since with the same, musical theater company. I still work for my director,
I do
over a
too.
decade later.
do
Um,
you both have the same director?
yeah,
Yes,
Oh,
what's cool is we got to grow up in that company, and then
okay.
now for the past 5 years, like for the summer, I've been the music director, and now Lily's helping me with that. So we kind of get to tag team. It's
Oh, you're
fun.
both okay. You're both the directors. You take turns.
we're
Okay.
helping and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's really cool, but I like to think that that's where we found our voices for singing.
Mhm.
That's where we got like most of our training through experience and stuff.
Mhm.
Also, our school that we went to in middle school and high school, our choir, we would do a lot of um, would you call it
Choral.
uh,
A cappella.
sacred?
Yes,
We did
we did do
acapella,
that.
we did sacred music too, which
Oh, I
calls for a
love
lot of
sacred music.
music,
Mm,
vocal training and stuff and learning how to hit the
mm.
harmonies correctly. But it was really fun to do that. And like we would have healthy competitions and stuff. I also started playing instruments in 6th grade. I started playing flute.
Okay,
And because of flute, I self-taught myself piano.
okay,
And um my mom's co-writer, Thornton Klein, he helped teach me cello and violin.
okay.
Um,
Okay. All right,
but
that's awesome. And on that note, we're 1/3 of the way through the show, and we're gonna watch a couple of music videos by the Sisters J, and we'll be right back to discuss them.
Hey, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Oh, you know, my boyfriend's going off to college soon, and it's pretty far away. I'm just kind of worried for him.
Hey, do you remember that thing that I did last year for my boyfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Let's do that when I get home.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I love you.
Open when you need a new song. Open when you forget where you belong. Open when you wanna feel closer to me. Make no mistake, we can't fool ourselves. Nothing we can do about the distance. The miles between us, a part of me is missing. A road you will alter for every day we've been together. Open each one when you think of me. And the love between us. Open when you need a new song. Open when you forget where you belong. Open when you wanna feel closer to me. Words you might need written from my heart, sealed with my kiss while we're apart. Learn to open when, open when. Never said love would be easy. I'm sending you a part of me to make you smile, to feel my love constantly. When we're finally in each other's arms, we'll pick up where we both left off, as if time and space were never lost, and our loves always existed. Always with you. Open when you need a new song. Open when you forget where you belong. Open when you wanna feel closer to me. Words you might need written from my heart, sealed with my kiss while we're apart. Learn to open when, open when. One day these letters will lead me back to you. That's when I'll find your loving arms. Find your arms away. Till then, this will have to do. This will have to do. Open when you need a new song. Open when you forget where you belong. Open when you wanna feel closer to me. Open when you need a new song. Open when you forget where you belong. Open when you wanna feel closer to me. Never said love would be easy. I'm sending you a part of me.
Oh, that was great. What did we just watch? Tell me, describe what we just watched, if you would, both those videos. Go ahead.
So Breathe In, I know, is our most recent video.
Okay.
And that one is probably my favorite song that we have out, just me personally, because it goes along with our whole message we're trying to put out of bridging the gap between diversity and inclusivity, because it's about just remembering to breathe when life gets tough, because when we get stressed out as humans, the first thing we forget to do is breathe.
Right.
And then also, we just want to put more love into the world, because we're all people. We all go through life. We have different things going on, but a lot of times we have shared experiences. And no matter what we look like, no matter how we were raised, we're all people, and kindness is free. And that's one thing that we want to put out through that music.
That's
So
awesome. Now,
that's one
Lily,
of our
talk about the
favorite
other
things.
video we just watched. She talked about the
Open
first one. You
Wind
talk
was
about the second
written
one.
by my mom, my sister, and Thornton Klein.
Okay.
And, what was that, 2021?
Okay.
Yes.
So 3 years ago.
Yes, it's more
Right?
recent.
And the story that it's based off is writing about open wind letters based on a something Lisa actually did for someone and an experience she went through in her life. But the message of it is talking about how if you're in a long distance relationship with someone you love, or even if it's just family or someone you care about, a friend, you can send them open wind letters. So it's a box of letters that say open when you need a hug, or open when you need a new movie to watch, or open when you need a new song, which is what's in the actual song. But it was really fun to record that song. It was different. I think when we went in the recording studio, we didn't really know exactly what we wanted, but our producer kind of had made a track for us, and we were kind of just making up all the harmonies and what built the song together as we went. And it was a fun, creative time, and we came out with Open Wind.
That's very, and that's very original too. I mean, obviously when everybody loves getting a letter, and but they don't know when they figure, well, if it says open when, they just have to take a stab and say, well, if I open it now, is it going to be something I really need now? Or if it's not, at least the thought was there, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. No, yeah, that's interesting. Wouldn't it be nice if someone got an open win letter with $1 million check in there?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
yes.
no one's gonna say, boy, I wish I'd opened it at another time, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. I just thought of that. I couldn't help but plop that in. That's very clever. Okay. Now, do either of you do other things like sports? Like, I don't know, I'm looking at you, I'm thinking cheerleading, gymnastics, anything like that? Or have done that?
We both did play sports. I
Okay.
missed it
Yes.
very much.
Well, what did you play?
Do you want to go first, Lisa? Or
Go ahead, Lily. Go ahead. You're fine.
okay. We both kind of started out with softball.
Okay.
For as long as I can remember, that was like our oldest sport.
Okay.
When I was in 6th grade, I did cross country, which was great. I wish I kind of went back to it, but I never did. I mainly stuck with volleyball throughout high school.
Okay.
I loved volleyball, and then I played basketball once in my senior year. However, I broke my hip that year, but it's fine.
What, for playing basketball or for something
Yes.
else?
No,
Wow.
for playing basketball.
Well, okay. Well, I know injuries happen. How tall are you? What are you, about 5'6"?
I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
5'6". Okay. All right. Well,
That was
okay.
accurate.
Ding,
Okay,
ding,
so
ding, ding.
listen, you learned a lesson and you got through it, and that's, and you grew
Yeah.
from it. That's
Exactly.
Absolutely.
when a bone breaks, it always grows back more. So that's why you grew from it. I guess you have to look at it like that. You see the glass is half full instead of half empty. All
Yeah.
right. Well, now in terms of
For sure.
performing currently, what do you do? I mean, do you go out? Are you creating CDs? Are you still performing in church? Are you going to clubs? Are you traveling? Are you having anyone representing you? Like, I mean, you're in Nashville, so do you perform there at all? I mean,
We
in
do. We've
clubs and stuff. Tell me about that.
we've performed mainly outside of Nashville because there's a real there's a big scene that's up and coming in Hendersonville. We've performed
Okay.
in Hendersonville's Got Talent a couple years ago over the summer, and that was a festival that happens on the 3rd of July, because there's a big 4th of July celebration on the 3rd in
Right.
Hendersonville.
Okay.
and we were finalists in that competition, and we got to perform in front of 10,000 people, which was really cool.
Was it
And we
15,000?
performed in a probably aren't.
I
There were
think
a
that's
lot of
what we've
people.
always said. There was so many people. Amazes me how many people are in Hendersonville.
I know. We
Well, I guess
performed.
is Hendersonville a small town or is it? I mean, it's a small town with a lot of people, right? Is that it?
It's
It's
getting really big. It's
It
It
is.
growing.
used to be because people keep moving to Nashville, and
Yeah.
so then people are moving to Hendersonville. It's getting bigger.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really cool venues. We've played at so we played in coffee shops in other places, which is really fun. I love doing those little gigs. But we played in the Bluebird Cafe twice this
Sweet.
past summer,
Okay.
which was really a really cool experience. Because so many big names have played there. So
Yeah,
to
yeah.
say that we played there was like, I still have to like pinch myself sometimes to like, that actually happened. We've made some CDs with the songs that we have out. Our producer burned them for us, and we want to start selling those at our next gigs. And
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
We did some performances we did one in Hendersonville. It was called the Salt Fest. It was this big thing in a
Oh
shopping
yeah,
area, and we performed for the people that were shopping in
Oh,
the
wow.
streets around there. And
What at
then
the mall?
it was an
it
outdoor mall.
was a
Yeah.
small outdoor mall. And
Wow.
then in what was it, the fall?
Oh, October we did
Yes.
the fall festival in Gallatin in the old square. There were a lot of people. There were a bunch of people coming in and out, like singing groups that were coming in and out, and we performed there, which was really fun. Very different because there are
It's a
people that are
big
coming and
festival.
going. It
It
was
was
really cool.
Yeah,
We
that's
yeah.
also performed at the Sumner Fest
okay.
over the
Right.
summer. It was very hot. I remember it was very hot, but it was
Yeah.
really cool to have a full band behind us because a lot of times it's just us two, or either me playing guitar or more often than not, our producer is playing with us, which is really fun to have him
Yeah.
there with us playing.
Oh, you
which
just
is-
mentioned the full band. I mean, who are the people in the full band? Are these people that you collaborate with sometimes?
Yes.
Sometimes we tend to have our producer Ted Theo Perlman play
Mhm.
with
Okay.
us, and then he's got a bunch of connections, and so he's brought people with him, and we're hoping to collaborate more with them as life keeps going, which is super fun.
And how many in
It's
that
very
band?
exciting.
I'm sure it is, especially how many in that band, by the way? Just curious.
There were 4 of us that day. We're hoping to have more because right now it's just Lilly and I, and then Ted
Yeah.
Perlman.
Okay.
But we're hoping to get more so we can have more live performances like that with that aspect because we do a lot of more acoustic things when we perform, especially at coffee shops. But for bigger performances, you need a full band more often than not.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that's
Yeah,
hopefully what
I
we're
played the
moving
piano for
towards.
7 years as a kid, so I know what that's like. So I was
Wow.
good, but I had to give it up because I wasn't that dedicated as I should have been. But that's okay. It wasn't meant for me to do. But I love music. So have you two ever done any acting besides the
Yes.
musicals?
Yep.
Talk about.
We've
Go ahead.
done outside of musicals, we've done a lot of plays. Lily
Okay.
more than me. Um,
I did a play 3 summers ago.
was
A
it that
professional
long
play.
ago?
I think.
Wow.
No, it was
Right.
senior year of high school. It was 3 falls ago. There we go.
Mhm.
It's Peter and the Starcatcher.
Okay.
Um, it was with the same theater company, and I got paid for that show. It was my first time I ever got paid for acting and stuff.
Sweet.
Which is
And
very cool.
we also acted in our music videos and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
course.
there's that too. You just had an audition too.
I did. So my producer recently, not my producer, sorry, my director recently informed us that he is partnering with a show that is going to be put on in TPAC in Nashville on like
Okay.
that
Mhm.
stage.
On the
And
main
he
stage.
was like, "You should try out," and I was like, and I would get paid if I got to do this. And I tried out
Mhm.
uh, last
Was that
Sunday.
last weekend? Yeah.
That was last weekend. I tried out last Sunday, and it was a crazy experience.
And you
And I mean,
Very
I hope I
exciting.
make it. It'd be really amazing
Yes,
to
they've got me
act
on
on that
for the
stage.
callbacks.
Okay, the
It would
jury's
be
still
really
out,
cool
but
if you could do.
but it's obvious. It's obvious you're turning some heads if you can get all those people to suggest that you do it, and you're obviously making a great headway with your work, with your music and everything, and that's awesome. Okay, so we're down to the final couple of minutes of the show. I hope you had fun talking to me.
Absolutely, yes, it's been
yes.
really fun. Thank you for having us.
All right, thank you too. So all right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap the show up. Then if it's okay, would you mind sticking around and doing a pic for Facebook, and I'll tag you in it. My tech guy will
Sure.
take it. Okay.
Yeah.
If you had a good time with me, also, anyone you want, any people that you collaborate with, I'd love to have them on as guests, either in person or in Zoom, or by Zoom, most likely because you're down there. But just let me have your mother. Your mother has my digits. Have her give them to anybody you want, and we'll get them on my show as a guest.
Absolutely. We'll
Okay.
definitely do that.
All right, thank you so much. You two were great. Okay, we're gonna wrap the show up now, folks. Another show in the books. Signing off and rolling out. Until next week. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young.